Well, hello there. Yay! Oh, I was just outside for a beautiful walk and it felt very magical because I am in the process of shifting. I'd love to share with you some of the things that are different so that you can start to experience them as well. First of all, hi, I'm Sandra Pelli the Sandini, Dragon Ally, Galactic Shaman, as well as Visionary of the Guide Academy. I have truly stepped into the energy of claiming Dragon Ally of late. And with that, the energy of where the dragons are has really amped up in a very beautiful, very magical way. I've been experiencing a number of different things with regards to the dragons. And my journey with dragons really started, probably back in 2017, 18. And I painted a picture of the very first dragon that I experienced that was to do with my energy, not somebody else's energy. And it was this beautiful black serpent dragon. And I could just feel the energy of it as it was going into the ground, as it was experiencing these beautiful portals. And at that time, I didn't realize those were ley lines. Since then, I've been doing some really beautiful work with dragons and ley lines and being in this mode of discovery. So that was back in 2017, 18. What's happened is from 2021, I guess it is, I created this beautiful medicine wheel program. It has now evolved this year into the Dragon Wheel of Life. That experience of the first 2 years in the medicine wheel was literally all about finding dragon and really working with dragon in a different way. And what I mean by working with dragon in a different way is that I chose to start to witness dragon in a different way, meaning that I developed a very respectful, honorable relationship with dragon. And when I say dragon, I'm talking about just like when I say humanity. This is what I'm using the word dragon with as well. It's the whole of it, okay? And so when I developed this honorable, respectful relationship with dragon as a community, it was reciprocated. It was reciprocated back to me, and my involvement with dragon has slowly become more and more. I invited dragon into the medicine wheel program for the past 2 years, and I just wanted to share that with you because when I talk about that, it means that there was different seasons and there was different civilizations. So with that in mind, there were also very many different dragons. Those dragons helped me to see things in very clear manners. Because of that, I began to play with dragon cards, meaning I actually physically went out and I looked for dragon oracle cards, dragon tarot cards. I love painting in that. I have only one dragon painted, so it'll be a while before I actually ever produce a set of cards of my own with regards to dragon energy. But I am loving the cards that I'm discovering, and each one falls into my path in a very beautiful, magical way. And I go into a very beautiful awareness state of being when I'm connecting with the cards, because if they don't resonate energetically with me, if I'm not in the same frequency or vibration of them, then that deck of cards isn't for me. It was comical because I did buy my very first deck of cards was Diane Cooper's Dragon Oracle deck, and I bought that. When dragons really first started to come into my awareness, so probably 6-7 years ago, I purchased that deck. And at the time, I will be very honest and upfront with you. I personally was extremely disappointed in the deck. What I didn't realize in the moment, though, was that it was because I wasn't in the right frequency. I wasn't on the right vibration. I was not connecting in with those cards in a manner that would benefit both myself and that deck of cards. I did interview with that deck of cards in future, at a future date. And in that moment of doing the interview with that deck of cards, the Dragon Oracle cards by Diana Cooper, that is when I began to develop an even stronger relationship with dragons. And in the Soulful Empowerment group, I began to do Flying Fridays. And that was the very first deck that I used in there. Was every single Friday, there was a photo, and then I did a Facebook Live with this Dragon Oracle card, and really began to understand dimensions, the power of the dragons, the different dragons. And from there, played with them in the played with dragon energy a lot more, always in a respectful, honorable manner. Now, I love that it was 555 on my end here, so I'm just feeling the energy of the magic of how much I've transformed because of my working, first of all, on myself, so that I understand the decks better. And now I believe I have 4 or 5 different decks of dragon cards. And I'm continuing to do the Flying Fridays in the Soulful Empowerment group. And in late 2022, one of the cards came through, and it was the Source Dragon. And this Source Dragon was like, I just can't even begin to describe what it was like to be in this position of understanding the Source Dragon, because Source Dragon became one of my go-to dragons when I do readings. When I do Q&As, Source Dragon comes in. And Source Dragon, I believe it probably still is Diana Cooper's deck. Source Dragon walks very closely with me. I see Source Dragon very much up front on the right side of me up here. And Source Dragon has its upper limbs out in this beautiful galactic energy in its arms and in its hands and its paws. I don't know what dragons call their front appendages, but the energy of what Source Dragon was showing me was that in this galactic energy, it was gifting me items that were coming through as I was doing readings for other people. It was so beautiful. From there, I went, like I said, I was working with dragon, all kinds of different dragons from different civilizations, and serpent dragons really seem to be coming up very strongly for me. And I've really come into a very strong awareness this year, especially in 2023, that serpent dragons are the ones that are most connected with me. In fact, it was a black serpent dragon that came through at first, and then after that, there were 3 other dragons that came through, and the one came through during the Medicine Wheel program, and that was a white serpent dragon, and I could just feel the power of it. Like I could feel the energy of it, and it comes very much, the black dragon came from the left side, the white dragons come from my behind on the right side, the black dragon came in from the across the front, and all of these different directions mean something to me. And that's what's really powerful about this relationship that I have with dragons. And that's what I ask you to kind of pay attention to on your own journey with dragons and with other guides. And more recently, in one of my paid groups, we were doing a journey around limiting beliefs, and we spread this very wide and open into really embracing humanity and asking humanity at a subconscious level to begin to shift into awareness of their limiting beliefs. And then we shifted into the consciousness of those who are conscious that they have limiting beliefs, and that they could shift into understanding how to move away from those, or out of, or let go of those limiting beliefs. And during that process, another serpent dragon came through, and this one came through directly from my back area and literally to my shoulder, and a red serpent dragon, very, very Chinese civilization type of dragon, felt very, very powerful. And more recently, I was listening to one of the speakers on the Dragon Thunder Summit that was held in the first weekend of July of 2023. And as she walked us through a process of becoming dragon, I became a blue serpent dragon. And I can really feel the flow energy of that blue serpent dragon, really how I'm woven in intricately with the energy of that. You'll note now that I've got 4. That's why I'm saying that I'm obviously very connected with serpent type of dragons. So start with black, then there was white, then there was red, and then there was a blue one. So I've got this beautiful spectrum of colors. I've also got, it feels like different civilizations. I believe the white one that came in was very North American. And then, of course, the red one was Chinese. I'm not too sure about the other two. Having said that, dragon energy is so powerful. In this process of hearing about dragons, feeling the energy of dragons, developing this relationship with dragons, I chose to, actually, that's not how it worked. It wasn't that I chose to. Dragon came and whispered in my ear about itself. And I realized in that moment that because of the relationship that I have with dragons, that I am a dragon ally. And that is what I claimed, that I am a dragon ally. And in claiming that dragon ally, I literally could feel how the dragons are all around me, different sizes. They're curled up, there's small ones, there's larger ones. And of course, all I'm tapping into right now is this really close peripheral kind of energy, meaning maybe a 30-foot wide circle around myself. I'm feeling the energy of all of these dragons. So I'm just really wanted to come on and talk to you a little bit about dragon energy, because I would like to make this a regular occurrence, that I come and speak with you on a weekly basis about dragon energy, and let's see where it goes. If you know of anybody who is into dragons, who wants to experience how to connect with dragons, who would like messages from dragons, who wants to ask questions about or to the dragons, then I would definitely love to help you. With that in mind, there's 2 things that I'd like to mention. First of all, if pass on the information, meaning you could hit subscribe on this to my YouTube channel. You could follow me on my business page on Facebook, Sandra Pelli the Sandini. Also, too, I'll be creating a playlist in the YouTube area around the dragon energy, and likely on the business page on the Facebook. But also too, if you go to sandrapelli.com, on the right hand side of the page, there is a free gift there that is all about a dragon energy and what dragon is, and it leads you on this beautiful journey that is filled with meditations and really helps you to develop a beautiful relationship with your own dragon. So I'm going to leave it there with you guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, I really hope to do this on a weekly basis from now on. And please do hit subscribe, hit like, because when you do that, it helps other people to find people like myself who are talking about dragons right now. And dragons are so incredible right now because they're walking closer with us because of the thinning of the veil, Heaven's Cross on March 22nd of 2023, but also too because the dragons are really coming in to help humanity move through the things that they're dealing with in a very powerful manner. So thank you so much for your being here, and I look forward to more conversations with you.